Layoffs, 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 paychecks, paychecks, paychecks. Everybody's having to deal with the nightmare scenario that you won't have your paycheck tomorrow. You'll possibly be laid off and lose your job. And so people are stressed out because they're losing their jobs in droves. And people are struggling financially because they have not figured out a game plan that can take them from the struggle lane to the financial freedom life or the life of their dreams. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to break something down behind me on the board. I'm going to break something down in just a short video that if you do it, it'll change your life. Now I think this is what I'm about to share with you is one of the best ways that you can make money and live your life today because it gives you the things that you possibly want to have in life, right? I know everybody doesn't want the same thing, so I'm just going to break down what I want out of life and how I plan to get it. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Smash the thumbs up, help this channel to grow. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the over 2,000 subscribers. Thank you. So let's get into it, a short video, and this is going to change your life if you applicate this, right? I know I made that up. Don't look it up. It's a made up word. It just means if you do it. That's all it means. All right. So let's get into it. Also, really quickly, I have a free training coming up where I'm going to be breaking down all of this step by step, giving you the game plan, the blueprint for free, giving you the right play to get out and run in 2025 to change your life. If you would like to get into that free live training, then you need to click the link in the video description below to reserve your spot, and I'll see you there, or click the link in the first comment below, or just put Middleman in the comments to get the invite. If you do not get the invite, that means we're full. We only do a certain amount of people because I did it before. I had way too many people. It was chaos. I had too many questions. It was nuts. I had to close it out in advance. I felt bad. So now we limit the amount of people we can have in there, but I promise you it'll change your life. So hit the registration, put Middleman in the comments. Let's get into it. All right, we're only going to talk about a couple ways that you can make money today. So we're going to stay away from investments in stocks and Bitcoin and stuff like that, which we'll save that for another video. So we're going to talk about jobs. We're going to talk about starting a middleman business. So time, money, and lifestyle, essentially those are things I'm after. Now, you don't have to be after the same things, but those are things that I want in life. So and most of us, when it comes to making money, if you have a business or a side hustle, or if you have a job, these things are going to be a part of it, right? So if you have a job, you're going to have to sell or trade your time for money, right? So if you have a job, your time is the thing that you're going to sell to the job to get money, right? So if you don't go to work, they don't pay you. So you have to sell your time, and there's no time freedom, right? So you sell your time, right? On a job. That's what you do with your time. I don't know where it cut off, guys, so I'll just say this again really quickly. You sell your time on a job. That's where everything cut off. That's how you make money. You sell your time on a job. That's how you get paid, by selling your time. So whatever free time you have, you agree to sell it to the highest bidder for salary. That's how you get paid. Now, if you don't sell your time, or if you don't have time to sell, they won't pay you, right? So you have to sell your time to make a little bit of money. A lot of time sold for a little bit of money, right? How much money are you going to make? A little. How do I know this? This will never make you rich, never make you wealthy. You know how I know? Because you don't have enough time to sell. People, it tickles me because people always say, hey, I hope this isn't a get-rich scheme. Let me tell you something. You better hope this is a get-rich-quick scheme, right? Scheme doesn't mean it's bad. Scam means it's bad. This is not a scam. This is a scheme. It's a game plan. It's a play to run. It's directions to get to somewhere faster. But I got news for you. You're not going to live long enough to get rich slow. Getting rich or getting wealthy is all about time. There are people, probably most people that work 30, 40 years are going to make $1 million. Only problem is it took them too long to make it. They made it over 30 years, 40 years, $50,000 a year, $100,000 a year. Listen, the only difference is how fast you make it. If you can make 250 a year or a million a year, then you made the same amount they made. It's just that you did it faster, and that's better. So you're gonna make a little bit of money on a job by selling all your time. And then a lifestyle that you get is gonna be limited. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because why? Your paycheck is gonna govern your lifestyle. So I can tell how much money you make by looking at the car that you drive. I can tell how much money you make by looking at the house you live in, the neighborhood you live in, the clothes you wear, how many times you take vacation, the school that your kids go to, all of these things. And these are not bad things. I've been in positions where I'm thankful for everything we get. So these are not bad things. So I'm not taking shots at you. I'm just saying your lifestyle, I can tell how much money you make based on your lifestyle. And it goes the same way with the rich people, right? You can see them. And I know there are some people that pretend. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about actual rich people, beautiful homes, beautiful yards, beautiful neighborhoods, beautiful cars, all that, right? Their lifestyle will tell you how they live, because if you have a job, your lifestyle is going to be controlled by your paycheck. Your paycheck is going to tell you how many vacations you can take per year and where you can go. It's going to tell you what clothes you can buy, what clothes you cannot buy, what restaurants you can eat at, right? What home you can live in, what car you can drive. That's what your paycheck's going to tell you. So it limits you. Whatever your lifestyle is right now, guaranteed it's in line with your paycheck, right? And so there's nothing wrong with the paycheck. I just want to teach you guys to one day get away from needing a paycheck, right? And so now let's look at what a middleman business would do for you, right? So a middleman business, you don't have to sell your time for a little bit of money, right? And live a limited lifestyle with a paycheck. Right? A middleman business gives you time freedom. Remember, this life is all about freedom, time freedom, money freedom, lifestyle freedom. So having a middleman business is going to give you time freedom, right? So, and you can also, guys, you don't have to do this full time. I work about an hour a week just promoting the business or meeting with the VA. And I'm not going to dive into all of that, but I'm just telling you, if you do things right and you automate it, you don't have to do all that hard work. See, society has tricked you into believing that you got to work hard to make a little bit of money. It's not true. In fact, I would submit to you the idea that the harder you work, the harder it is to make a lot of money. Think about the people who work the hardest in this world. They don't make a bunch of money, right? Because there's levels, right? There's levels to it. There's income levels, right? And it might look like this. You guys like the word pyramids, right? I'll let you in on a little secret. Every business is a pyramid, every one, right? So there's at the top, we'll just say the CEO. In the middle, there's middle management. And then at the bottom, there's everybody else, right? And we'll just put labor. Now, you ever been to a hotel? Who does all the work in the hotel? The labor, right? The room service. They do all the work. Well, who makes the least amount of money? Them. But they do all the work. I know. And they make the least amount. I told you, the harder work, the least amount you make. Middle management, all they do is govern a group of people. They make a little more money, but they work less. And then you got the CEO who you never met, never been to the hotel, don't come to the hotel, and the CEO makes more than all of them, and they're not even there. So just a quick example of how this stuff works. So everything's a pyramid. There's executive positions, there's middle management, and there's everybody else. The lower you are, the harder it's going to be to have the life that you want to have, right? And so I did that just to show you guys that everything is pyramid, right? So everything works that way. But as long as you're at the bottom, nothing's going to change for you. And if there's nowhere for you to move up to, nothing's going to change for you. So I like time freedom. So in order to do that, I don't want to work 40 hours a week to make a little bit of money and have a limited lifestyle via a paycheck. I don't want to do that. That's not the life I want to live. I want time freedom. You know what I want? I also want financial freedom. I want to make as much money as I can. Because people ask like, hey, how much money do you want to make? I want to make as much as I can. Well, that's kind of selfish. You really need, I just want to make enough to get by. Listen, do you? But let me ask you something. How long you want to live? Well, I want to live as long as I can. Well, ain't that selfish? Why not just live a year or two? Right? See? Just turn it around. So financial freedom, right? So I want money freedom. I want to be able to spend a little bit of time making a lot of money, and then I want lifestyle freedom because I want to live the life of my dreams. And that's important to me because I don't want to go through this life and expire and never having lived the life that I had inside of me. A lot of you have lives inside of you that you don't even live. You're born with these lives, and you know it because you have this burning desire to get out of this box and get into some freedom, time freedom, money freedom, lifestyle freedom, right? And you want to get away from this and spend more time with family and friends. Make more money while doing less work. Live the life of your dreams, more vacations, better home, better cars, seeing the world. You want to do these things. And the only difference between me and you is I'm not afraid to admit it. That's what I want to do. I want to be rich. I want to be wealthy. I want to enjoy life. I want to drive nice cars. I want to live in a nice neighborhood. I want my kids to have nice things in life. I want all of this. I want to make $1 million a year. I'm not afraid to admit it because I don't care what other people think. Most people are in the same box. Why would I care what they think? The 90% are here. The 10% are the ones that saying, hey, give me time, money, and the lifestyle of my dreams and give me freedom. And I want freedom. And the way that I created freedom for myself and my family is simply by starting a middleman business in 2020. Now, all a middleman business does, I'll show you guys really quickly because you're going to go, what the heck is that? Well, a middleman business is simply a business that takes a customer, C for customer, and connects them to a business, right? So think of Uber. Uber's a great example actually of a middleman business. Uber does what? It's a transportation company. Yet Uber doesn't drive you around. They don't own the cars. They don't pick you up. They don't drop you off. They don't do any of that. They don't even leave the office. It's simply a middleman company. Uber is a middleman company. Finds a customer, connects the customer to the business or the service provider, and they get paid to do it. Fiverr. You can go on Fiverr and get anything done, yet Fiverr doesn't do it. It's someone else who does it for you, but they meet on Fiverr. Tinder connects you to someone you might be interested in dating. They don't actually date you. You get what I'm saying? These are companies that get in the middle. They simply find customers, connect them to businesses, and get paid to do it. So what do? I have a coaching middleman business, right? Where life coaches, sports coaches, piano coaches, all of that. You can see my website at freecoachconnect.com. We just launched that one. And I have a moving service here in Dallas. Now, I don't do any moving, and I'm not any of those coaches. Now, if you're in my masterclass, I do work with you. But what we did is we found out there's a lot of coaches that need customers. So what do? We connect the coaches to customers, and we get paid to do it. That's it. So when someone needs to get moved, they contact us. What I do is I book them. First thing I do, I book that customer. What does that mean? I just capture their info. Then I take a deposit. What does that mean? I get paid $150 into my account every time I book a customer. And then I dispatch the work to an ISP, or what you guys would call a contractor, but an independent service pro. I dispatch the work to an independent service pro who actually goes out and does the move, not me. Now, I have students who do this with home cleaning, commercial cleaning, garage repair, window cleaning, window tinting, vehicle cleaning, TV mounting, moving, heating and AC repair, appliance repair, phone repair. I got about 3 students in roofing, just on and on and on. There's so many categories you could choose from. In fact, if you go to middlemanceo.com, you can see my list of my favorite top 25 middleman services. Choose any of them, get into it. You don't have to know anything about the industry. You don't even have to know what industry you want to get into right now. It's the same blueprint. I book, deposit, and dispatch in the moving industry. I book, deposit, and dispatch in the coaching industry. If I design websites, If I had a website design and middleman business, I would book, deposit, and dispatch website design. Home cleaning, pest control, it does not matter. The system is the same. Book, deposit, dispatch. That's it. So if you guys want to learn how to do this, if you're sitting there going, hey, you know what? I'm tired of selling my time for a little bit of money and living a limited lifestyle. Here's what I want to do. I want freedom. I want more time with my family and friends. I want more money to do the things I want to do. And then I want a better lifestyle to buy and travel and enjoy life on my terms, live my dream life. If you go through this life and you don't get to live your dream life, what a shame. I'm just getting to the point where I'm starting to get to do this. But I hate that I wasted so many years and I never got to do that. So while you hear the desires that you have inside, those are God-given desires. Otherwise, we know that God, according to his word, he gave us desires. Before we were born, he said, before you were born, I had something for you. I put something in you. We know that, right? So, but if he gave us those desires without the ability to accomplish it, wouldn't that be unfair? Like, God, you really gave me the desire to be in the NBA, but you made me 4'9" and 275 pounds. What am I going to do? I can't even see the rim, right? And so that would be unfair if God gave us that, but he didn't. He gave us the desire, and then he gave us the resources. And here I am today as your resource telling you this is your wake-up call. Don't trust your job. It's not going to be there. Don't stack money in a savings account and leave it there. It's wasting money. Use the money to change your life. Before your job fires you or lets you go, learn to make money so when that day comes, you'll be okay. You can do this. If you have your 9 to 5, that's fine. Keep your job anyway. Let it remain your primary source of income, but learn to do this to change your life. So keep your job, that's fine. But 5 to 9, start working on your middleman business. Right? And then I'm going to walk you through it. I'm going to help you do it. I'm going to help you choose an industry. Then choose a city. Whatever city you're in does not matter. You can open your business anywhere in America. You don't have to be in that city. Right? You can run a cleaning service if you live here in Dallas like me. You can run a cleaning service in Atlanta. It does not matter because you don't actually do the cleanings. The goal is for you to do it all over the country and make money. So if I book one job a day at $150, just one, on a 5-minute phone call or a text message or email, one customer a day makes me $4,500 for the month. Now, I know $4,500 is not 6 figures, and it's not going to make you rich. I got it. That's just one customer a day, $4,500 a month, 50 grand a year, and I didn't have to leave my house or my sofa to do it. That's freedom. That's what I keep telling you. Right? For some of you, that's more than you make. But if I make $150 a day in Dallas, then what happens if I add Houston? Now I'm at $9,000 a month. See? And that's why scaling is so important. Now, if you want to learn how to do this, you're interested, and you're like, hey, listen, I feel you, brother. I need to find a way to get away from this job and create freedom for myself so I can have time freedom, spend time with my family, make more money, and live the lifestyle of my dreams. Then all you have to do is click the link in the video description below or put the word middleman in the comments to get the invite to the training. If you do not get the invite, that means we're full and nobody else is getting in. So you'll probably be placed on a waiting list. My advice, don't wait to be placed on a waiting list. All right, but this is going to change your life, guys. So I love this so much. Having a middleman business has given me a bunch of stuff that I never thought I would get. We're on our second house now, and with no job, was able to get a second house. Why? Because the business grew and it allowed us to buy a house. ACL, my students know what I'm talking about, asset times cash flow equals liability. The business grew, we used the money, the cash flow from the business to be able to buy a house, some of it. Right, so we're building a new house. If you guys watch the channel, you already know about my journey. I was homeless just a few years ago. Life completely changed in 2020. So, but 5 years into my dream life, and I'm having a blast. I just hope you guys do it before you run out of time. That's all I'm saying. So, but get the freedom, get the lifestyle, get the money, and more importantly, above all of this, is the time. It's a limited resource. When you run out, you cannot get it back. And when it's gone, it's gone. So my advice to you is learn to make money without having to sell all of it, okay? So put middleman in the comments. Click the link in the video description below. I'll see you guys on the next video. And for those who want to change their lives, I'll see you in the masterclass. Peace.